And then I get on and I'm like, wait. Yeah, oh yeah, I can yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty bad. Oh, okay. Well, I don't yeah. That is yes. I mean, have it all set up. Oh, that's right. Pleasure to finally meet you in person. I definitely want to do this. Yes, exactly. Good. And I will find you on LinkedIn and talk about you on your job.
Hi, I'm here. I'm just going to give it a couple more minutes and see who else signs on. And then I'll get started with how to film a wedding video on your phone in 10 simple steps. I haven't figured out how to show the home slide without showing all of Keynote. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's see. Cool. So like I said, I'm going to give it a couple minutes and just see if anyone else signs on. But feel free in the meantime to type any questions. The Q&A app is up. And let me see. It should show up on the side of the viewer window. Let's see if it also shows up in here. Aha, I see Amber and Sharon are here. So like I said, let me see. And Sarah asked, oh, it looks like she signed on an hour ago. Let me see if I can email her. Okay, I will be right back. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started. Let me just see if anyone else has any questions. So if you do have any questions, you can go ahead. First of all, can you guys hear me okay? Let's test out that Q&A app and see. There we go. If you have any questions, go ahead and type them on the side. First of all, can you let me know if you can hear me okay? Go ahead and type something in. Ooh, and I'm going to go and grab a camera so I can show you guys how to use them. Okay. Alrighty. Can you guys hear me? Let's make sure. Hopefully you guys are on there. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I have a phone, my phone here, and I've got a one of our cameras. So if you guys have any questions, yay! Thank you, Amber. She said she could hear me. So we're here today to talk about how to film a wedding video. And excuse me, I have that crazy respiratory thing that's going around. How to film a video on your phone in 10 simple steps. And somebody also asked me to show how to use the Wedding Mix cameras, so I have one here and I can show you guys that too. I'm not 100% that we're going to get through everything, so if we don't, I'll go ahead and do a follow-up webinar too. Okay, so let's get started. And feel free to type any questions in. Okay, apparently that's not right. Sorry. Okay, so why are we here today? Why would you, okay, first question is, why would you even want to film a wedding video on your smartphone? And the thing is, everybody's already filming. You know, it's like much to the chagrin of the photographers and videographers. All the guests are there filming at your wedding anyway. They always have their phones out, their cameras. And the problem becomes you don't necessarily get that. And that's where Wedding Mix comes in, is with Wedding Mix, you get all the photos and videos from your friends' phones so that you can actually use them. So we're starting with the assumption that your guests already have their phones out, They're already filming. And the nice thing is they're filming stuff. They're filming your showers. They're taking photos and videos at the bachelorette. They're filming everything. So that's why you'd want to actually create a wedding video with everything they're shooting. The next nice thing about creating a wedding video with your smartphone is that it's really reality TV starring you. So when you, now I'm not bashing videographers at all, but when you hire a videographer, they are filming the bride and groom, and it's awesome. They get amazing audio. In fact, we have a lot of brides who use videographers in addition to Wedding Mix. So the difference with with filming it on your smartphone is you really get those behind-the-scenes moments that the videographer might be off filming the bride and groom, doing portraits and things like that, and the guests are all joking around. Like, I know at my own wedding, I had a 6-hour window between the ceremony and the reception. And, we were off with the photographer, we were doing different things, and our family and friends all went off to gamble. So my husband's grandma was with my sorority sisters at a casino. Now, that would be awesome to include in a wedding video. Unfortunately, we didn't have it. But this is really, having your guests film on their smartphones is really reality TV of your wedding. It's all those behind-the-scenes moments. It's the reality of your wedding. It's the silly, funny things people challenge each other or dare each other to do during the cocktail hour. It's the showers. It's the morning after brunch. It's really behind-the-scenes stuff. And that's what makes it amazing. And your friends, let's face it, they are filming it. So now you're going to create a video out of it. Sorry. The other nice thing is you get the pre- and post-wedding activities with it. So you're going to get, we've had people get proposals, showers, baseball games, morning of the wedding golf trips for the guys while the girls are there putting their mascara on. You get the honeymoon. Those are all the things that a pro wouldn't necessarily be there to film that would be awesome to include in your wedding video. Now, everything we're going through today, I do have on the blog as well. I have the URL up here, but also if you go to the Wedding Mix blog and you just Google how to film a wedding video on your smartphone, you can find it, and it'll show, this is all based on an infographic that we have, and it gives lots of tips and tricks. It's a great thing to send to your wedding guests so they know what to film. Let's see. And let me know, again, if you guys have any questions, just stop me along the way, put a question in the Q&A. Let me have some water. Okay. So that's kind of the why of, why you'd want to film it on your smartphone. But let's go ahead and move on to, so there's 10 steps, right? So the first one, I'm going to just run through them real quick and then we'll go through them individually. The first one is to hold the camera sideways. The next one, number 2, is to use the light on your smartphone. It's an excellent cheat. Number 3 is to interview the guests, because that's what makes it really interesting. Number 4 is to give everyone a shot list. Number 5 is to actually be a tripod. I will demonstrate this for you. Number 6 is to shush while filming. Number 7 is to say no to video bombing. You'll see why. Number 8 is to upload the videos to one account. Super important. Number 9 is to send it to be professionally edited. And 10 is to break out the popcorn, because that's the fun part. Okay, number 1 is to hold the camera sideways. So if you think about it, do you watch TV sideways? No, but yet everyone has their cell phone and they're holding it upright. What you want to do is hold the phone with both hands. And I'm going to demo this both with my phone and with the cameras. So let's see if I can be technically proficient here. Excuse the boxes in the background. We just moved to a brand new, big, huge office a couple weeks ago and haven't fully unpacked. Okay, so this is how you want to hold the phone, sideways. And I know most people, they're out there. It's much easier in some ways to hold it like this. However, and especially people start thinking, well, or like this, people start thinking, well, you know, the bride and groom are tall, they're not wide. You know, why would I want to hold it like this? The reason is, think about YouTube videos or TV. It's this way, right? Because you will wind up with black bars on your wedding video if everything's like this. Now, at StoryMix, we have professional editors. We have ways of dealing with the sideways video, so there's no worries. You know, we can use the sideways video. But the fact is, you do want to let everyone know to please hold the camera this way so you don't get any bars, or it doesn't need any special editing. Well, we should go back to screen share. I have a cold and look lovely. Now, when you're using a Wedding Mix camera, in fact, we do send out instructional cards with the cameras. You actually hold it the opposite way. And we do have tips and tricks cards that we send out with the cameras. Those you hold this way. And you'll see as it's recording, the cameras are real simple. Somebody had asked me to demo how to use the camera. You can see there's just a, let's see if you can see it. There's just a power button right here. That's it. And record. Very simple. But these you actually do want to hold upright. It's the way that they record. Let's see if it will show. So you can see it tells you that it's recording widthwise. But you can see it right on there, and we send out instructional cards too. So, you know, I do sometimes see people go like this because the bride and groom are tall, and they do hold it sideways. Try to encourage them not to. You want your wedding video to fill up the whole screen on your TV. So tell everyone again, sideways. Sorry, I keep saying it. Super important. Okay. So let's see. I will go back to the thing. Okay. Number 2, and this one I want to demonstrate too. Use the light on your smartphone, even if you're using the cameras. Have somebody else there with the light. Let me see if I can show you real quick. When you go into the camera on your phone, see, and you go into video mode. Sorry. You can turn the light on, even if you're not recording. And so if somebody else has one of the cameras out, so these cameras don't actually have a light on them, but it's okay because you can cheat. See? So you can take a long clip with this. The app can take up to 2-minute clips, and the reason we do that is we're using your full resolution video in your edited video. So, you know, if it was a 30-minute video, it would take days to upload. So take the 30-minute clip with this, but light it with this. So the reason you want to do that, there's a couple of times you would want to light it. Let's see, let me get out of here. On the dance floor, if you have a lighting package, the lights look beautiful, and maybe there's purple uplighting along the walls, or there's, it's not a disco ball, but whatever, there's different lights going on the dance floor. Let's say you have a BOGO. It looks awesome, but it can be hard for the cameras to pick up. So you would want to add lighting from your smartphone, and if you're recording on the smartphone, just use that light, and it'll light the scene up so you can see all of it. We can usually handle dark footage, and we can lighten it, unless the time when we'll have trouble is if it's in complete blackness, or if the lights are just strobing or something like that. It's really hard for a computer to lighten that. So adding light from here can definitely help. The other time you want to use the light, well, there's 2 other times, actually. Bright sunlight. If you're filming people and it's the middle of the day and they're getting really hard shadows on them, kind of like me right now, if they're getting really hard shadows on themselves, that's when you would want to use the light. It just, you know, makes everyone look better. But also, during the reception, if the light is behind somebody, they'll look like they're standing in the darkness, and it'll be a silhouette. Even though they're saying something awesome, you won't be able to see their face. So as much as possible, use the light on the smartphone, even if you're using the cameras. Okay. Next tip. Let me know if I'm going too fast. Are there any questions at this point? Let me know if you have a question. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for questions. All right. Number 3 is actually interview your guests. So the most unique thing about any wedding, I don't care what you've seen on Pinterest, I don't care that you made your own signs, the absolute most unique thing about any wedding is really the guest list. It's the people who came together to help celebrate your wedding. What you want, a great memento afterwards, is getting interviews with them and how they knew you, and not just congratulations, best wishes, because that's kind of boring. Some of the best memories are them sharing their memories of you and how they know you. And to help get the conversation going, when you order the Wedding Mix cameras, we send out interview cards to interview the guests. And they have just fun questions on there, like what should he get her for their first anniversary? Where do you see them in 10 years? How can she sweet talk him? And just great little fun things. One of the Sharon asked if this webinar will be on YouTube. Oh, you can't hear it. Oh, yeah. So the session did start. It'll be on YouTube. And yeah, so it should be on YouTube tomorrow. Sometimes YouTube has a little bit of a delay. But either way, you can see the infographic of what I'm talking about if you just go to our site and look up how to film a wedding video on your smartphone. So you'll be able to see some of it. Let's see, where was I? Sorry, the Dayquil haze. Okay, so interviewing your guests. That's something that, and like I said, we will send out to you the interview questions with the cameras. It's probably one of the most amazing things to look back on in your wedding video is something like we did one wedding video where the groom's grandmother challenged him to a game of beer pong. Like for us, our wedding was our grandmother's last event for both of us. So, you know, getting interviews with them, we don't have that, and that would have been worth $1 million to us. And we've done some weddings where they actually downloaded the app. Like one wedding we did, the grandmother couldn't be at the wedding itself, so it was on a different coast. So their aunt downloaded the app and recorded the grandmother answering the interview questions, even though she couldn't be at the wedding. And then that was included, she uploaded it to their project, and then that was included in their wedding video, just as if she had been there. It was really sweet. So you want to make sure to get those individual moments with your guests, and them answering ridiculous questions like, can you please do a reenactment of Spring Break 2006? And craziness like that. For me, you know, a lot of the fun was my sorority sisters getting back together after years of not seeing each other at friends' weddings. Okay, so the next step would be to give everyone a shot list. Now, as a matter of fact, we are releasing a new infographic this Thursday on how to build a unique shot list for your wedding. And I do have another webinar I did about how to create your personal shot list, because everyone's shot list is going to be different. You know, your weddings are all different. So how you do it is up to you. But when you use the Wedding Mix app, let's see if I can show it to you on here, your shot list that you put into our site will actually show up in the app itself. So like here's somebody's, I don't know if you can see it. Probably not. Okay. But the shot list itself shows up in the app so that the guests know what you want to include. It's important to tell them, especially if there's something that's unplanned or they think is unplanned, giving them a little cheat sheet in here is really good. So if there's going to be a flash mob dance, put it in your shot list and let at least a few people know, so that instead of, you know, you want them to enjoy watching it, but you also want to capture it on video so you can include it in your wedding video. So give people a shot list to just let them know. And like, for instance, some people like the candid moments and some people only want, you know, the kiss, the toast, the first dance, and that's fine. You let people know what you want to be in your wedding video by using the shot list. Any questions at this point? Okay. All right. Shot list, and so let's see. And again, that's going to be on our blog on Thursday. Will be that new infographic. Oh, the next one is one of my favorites. It's be a tripod. Now, the cameras do have a stabilizer in them, so it's really not shaky. We get that question all the time about shaky footage. And the newer iPhones and Android phones do have stabilizers in them. They're not 100%. So what you want to do when you're filming with your smartphone, so we already talked about using two hands. You also want to be a tripod. So you're probably not going to, we do have a tripod attachment actually for the cameras, but you can be the tripod for the smartphone. So use your elbows and brace them against your sides and then hold the phone. Because it does get hard when you're holding the phone this way, which is not what you want. It's easier to hold for a longer period of time. What you want to do when you're holding it sideways is use both hands and brace your elbows against your sides or your boobs. Use your boobs as your tripod. So brace your elbows there, and that will help you to hold the phone for a longer period of time sideways. And it prevents it being shaky, too. Okay. Sharon, we will definitely be putting this on YouTube for you, and if you have any additional questions, definitely call, or Sharon's having a little bit of trouble seeing the video. If you have any questions, definitely call or email, and I'm happy to walk you through whatever you need to get you started. Most importantly, two hands, tripod, boobs. Okay. So let's see. Next one is to be quiet while filming. Now this one is important. I actually have a sample. So we didn't actually have a videographer. We didn't really have anybody filming our wedding, but my sister did get a few clips from our wedding. And so I'll say no to color commentary. It's not a sporting event. When somebody's filming your wedding, you don't want them talking into the camera and giving a play-by-play like, okay, he's about to kiss her now. So like my sister with our first dance, she was talking while she was filming, and you couldn't really hear the song so much, and she was even talking to us and interrupting us during our first dance. So you kind of want to let your guests know when they're filming to be quiet, unless it's that they're interviewing other people or what they're saying adds to the video. But other than that, you kind of want to be quiet while you're doing the filming. And remember to, enjoy your time watching whatever's going on, but to other people about things unrelated to the wedding while you're filming. Because again, it's not a hockey game. We don't need to know the play-by-play. Alrighty. Let's see. So the next one, say no to video bombing. Now this one, if it's meant to be a video bomb that the photographer is filming, that's great. We have a great one on the blog it was a surprise video bomb. A baby video bombed the vows. Now, luckily, somebody got footage of it. Literally, somebody from the venue walked up to the officiant and grabbed a microphone down in between the bride and groom and the officiant during the ceremony. So what I would recommend telling your guests is not to video bomb. So if you hired a professional videographer or you hired a professional photographer, you don't want your friends who are filming to walk into the middle of it so that they can get their shot. You paid the money for the pros, that's what you want to get. There was actually, I don't know if you guys ever saw the TV show Wedding Island, there was a great episode where the sister of the groom actually got up all in the business to get a close-up of the ring exchange. Like, she got in between the bride and the groom during the ring exchange. And the pros were out there trying to get the perfect shot, and the sister of the groom is there. Like, tell your guests, that's great. You hired somebody. Stay back. We want all that great behind-the-scenes footage. We'd love to see your perspective on the ceremony maybe, but don't get in the way of the pros that you hired. Alrighty. Now the next one would be to upload everything to one account. So Wedding Mix definitely makes this easy because with the app, you're getting everybody's full resolution footage in one spot that can then be edited. So there's other ways to do this if you're not using Wedding Mix. You can use Dropbox. I don't think YouTube will let everyone, but the important thing is you want everybody's stuff in one place. There's lots of apps where you can get everybody's photos and maybe 10-second clips, but really what you want is the full 2 minutes or even longer clips, and you want the full resolution so you can do something with it. Because if your guests are texting or emailing clips to you, you can't really do anything with it. It might look fine on your phone, but if you picture it, it's not going to look great on your TV. In fact, you're going to look like a Lego minifigure. So you want the full resolution clips all in one spot. That's one thing we definitely help with. And you don't want to have to search all over the internet. I think even Facebook will let you get all the photos and videos in one spot, but they're very tiny. So you want the full resolution. Okay. Now, the next thing is professional editing. So let's say you got to this point. Your friends are filming on their phones. You got everything in one spot, but there's still just photos and video clips. You want to actually tell a story and remember your wedding. And that's where the professional editing comes in. You might have a friend who said that they'll edit your wedding video, and that's awesome if they do it. I've been that friend, and my friends didn't get it till their 5th anniversary. So you really want to try and make sure you have something lined up so you can do something with those clips and get a story told, something that you can watch on TV and enjoy on your anniversary. With that, I usually recommend having that video be between 10 and 20 minutes because you'll actually watch it. Now, I know your ceremony, my ceremony was an hour long, so your ceremony could be anywhere from 5 minutes to an hour or more. With Wedding Mix, you're going to actually get the raw footage. You'll see the original clips again. But seeing it in an edited video, it's not quite as exciting to see it the whole thing at once. So it helps to get a highlight, just 10 to 20 minutes, and then watch that. And then you can look at the raw clips whenever you want, but seeing a story of your wedding, including the showers, including the honeymoon, including the morning after brunch, getting ready, rehearsal dinner, all of it in one story, that's what's amazing. That's what really helps. Okay. And the last one would be to definitely break out the popcorn. It would be enjoying the final video and how you're going to share it. So with Wedding Mix, we send the raw footage on a flash drive, and we send the edited DVD. We do also have the option, and some of our packages include an online gallery. The neat thing with that is everyone doesn't have to crowd over to your house and sit on the couch and watch it on your TV. It sounds silly, but actually it's not that easy to watch a long edited video on the internet. So that's what's different. With our gallery, all the photos, all the videos, but also the edited video up to an hour long will be on the internet. So if you have family and friends all over the country or even the world, or guests that couldn't make it, showing it on a gallery can definitely help. And it's a lot better when it's telling the story or a little highlight of your video online as opposed to, 500 clips or something like that. They're not going to look through them all. So that's where the editing and the online gallery definitely come into play. Sorry, I went pretty fast. I was trying to squeeze it all into a half hour, which I somehow managed to do. But are there any questions I can answer for you? My apologies. Let's see, I'm not seeing any questions. If you do have any questions, definitely you can email us at help@storymixmedia.com, and you can always tweet us at Wedding Mix, or you can post on our Facebook wall. Luckily, this isn't catching through the internet. Let's see. I am not seeing any questions, but like I said, any questions at all, you can also call our 800 number, 1-800-831-1649, and I'm happy to help in any way I can. All right, I think that was about it. Have a wonderful evening, everyone.